Okay, I am live. I'm a little bit late. Hopefully everything is working. Are people here already? Oh my God. Things were happening. Everything was, I lost my battery on my mouse and then a battery on my recorder. So that was fun. Okie dokie. So I was trying to, since I was drawing my eyebrows, um, instead of doing the tattoos. I thought I would do them a different color, but I don't know if you can see, but they were supposed to be purple and they're supposed to be ombre'd out. And I don't know if I like it. I know they're not even, but this is better than Home Depot. What? Oh, you were either fit to be read, either going to Home Depot or here. I actually I did your tag video that you tagged me in, and I didn't realize that I had Dahlgren. I mentioned the book Dahlgren for a different answer. I don't know if I was just subliminally remembering that you put in Dahlgren, but it's one of those books I use for tag videos a lot, just because it's Dahlgren. And by the way, I don't actually recommend Dahlgren to anyone, but for those who read it, it's an experience. Oh my gosh. Oh, you can see the purple? Oh, good. I don't know if I like it or not. It was really messy putting on, and maybe I'll try like a wild color next week. So I guess I'm stuck with the purple look this week. So let's just get started. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Yes, Dahlgren caught my eyes today. A lot of people avoid it. Yeah, Dahlgren is one of those very polarizing books. You either love it or you hate it. Actually, I don't know if that's true or not. If someone wants to go on Goodreads, I can imagine it having a lot of 1-star ratings and a lot of 5-star ratings. Purple. But just to let you know, I don't know when I'm actually going to publish the video because I have so many. I have like 6 videos that are in the can, so to speak. But I may have to move in like a month or two. So I just want to really make sure I have a bunch of videos pre-recorded in case I need to take a long break. By long break, I mean like a couple weeks to a month, maybe. Finished. Yeah, and by the way, Fit to Be Read just published a video review on Claire and the Sun. I don't think he liked it too much. So I haven't started. I'm still working through Hera the Ninth, believe it or not. I mean, I'll definitely finish it this week, but I'm really conflicted about it. Because I'm really disappointed that doesn't have the same voice and it doesn't have the same fun read as Gideon the Ninth. And it was a choice, I guess, the author made. But on the other hand, I really appreciate sort of the experimental writing. Like most of it's in second person and for a reason. And the plot is really, why is there a white spot here? The plot is really, I want to say convoluted. It's really intricate. It's really, like I said, I think Harrow is more of like an experimental work of the Tamsin Muir, the writer, I think. I don't know. I could be totally wrong on that, but definitely reads a lot different than Gideon the Ninth. Okay. Claire and the Sun was not keen on any of the human characters. Well, that's a problem. It's moving. Someone told me, Cappuccino, that moving is more stressful than like someone dying in your family, which is weird. I was a bit disappointed because I liked the start of the book. I think I was more shocked of how a lot of people were gaga over it. I can see people liking it. I'm just surprised people loved it. Well, you know, there's a audience for every book. Like, I really loved Addie LaRue, but I know some people hated it. Well, didn't hate it, but certainly didn't like it. Do I have a dark purple anywhere? Oh, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I bet has it. Oh, they have a shimmering purple. Let me look around. Does this have a purple? Okay, here's a purple. Yep. Oh yeah, that was a good editing thing you did, Fit to be Read. And seemed promising. I will say it reads fast. Well, fast read is nice. But gosh, after Harrow, I just want something good that I can really get into. So I'm just thinking of just jumping to the Cerulean Sea, the House on the Cerulean Sea, because I've heard so much about that and everyone seems to like it. And I have read T.J. Klune before, and I really liked his writing. So I may just go ahead and read that next, just because I kind of want a book that I can really get into, that I really like. So I guess these eyebrows are blue, not purple, now that I look at it. Which means I probably should have done a blue look. Oh, well. Too late now. You started The Silver Medal Lover. Oh, I'm curious to see what you think. It was written in the 80s, and I think it's a super short book, if memory serves. I'm going to wait till after you review Cerulean Sea. I am really slow at putting things up, I'm telling you. I mean, I have a review from Lore that I filmed 2 months ago that I haven't put up yet. Okay, Blue Black's also doing Cerulean. Lynette loves Cerulean. I heard so many people liking it. Blue Black started rereading Stephen King with a friend, and I already regret it. Well, it depends on which book. He's had such a long career. Actually, funny thing, I've always said that The Stand is my favorite Stephen King, and I got the CBS or the Paramount Plus, which is the CBS premium channel. What I've decided to do with premium channels is just like start it, watch what I want to watch, then unsubscribe and subscribe to something else. That's what I think I'm going to do now. Because I subscribed to Star just for American Gods, which the last season was. But my husband really liked that Philippa Gregory's, whatever her name is, a historical fiction writer. They did like White Princess, Spanish Queen, these historical. I think they really kind of stretch the history, but they're entertaining. So we watch those, but there's nothing else I really want to watch on it. And I got it for like a 99 cents a month for the first 3 months. So I'm unsubscribing to that and going for Paramount, mostly for Star Trek. But what was I talking about? Oh, anyway, so I watched the miniseries The Stand with Whoopi Goldberg. And it's been a long time since I've read The Stand, and I've always said that it was my favorite Stephen King. But I didn't realize now that because I'm pretty sure they stuck with the same storyline. I didn't realize how religious it was, which isn't a bad thing. It's funny how your memory. I don't know what I did with this. Stephen King. So anyway, I really like his early books, Carrie, The Stand. What are some of the other early ones? Christine wasn't great, but I remember liking it. Dead Zone. Anyway, those are from like the 80s. Then I stopped reading them for a while, but I kept seeing the Dark Tower series pop up. So I went ahead and read the Dark Tower series and enjoyed that. And then I read a couple of books afterwards, which was kind of more harkening back to the 80s books that I enjoyed. And while I thought they were good, I didn't enjoy them as much, like The Institute. We start with Gerald. See, I haven't read Gerald's Game. So, yeah. Lori Romer, hi. You've got to hold on Cerulean Street. Not sure how long it will take to be available on the library. I read that. Love Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, she was great in the miniseries. The miniseries didn't do very well, at least on the star rating thing in Paramount Plus, but I enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't think it was terrible. Only read 10 or 11 Stephen King books. Well, Dark Tower was 7 books? So I'll probably read about 20, maybe. Yeah, Pet Sematary is good. I like the Dark Towers. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. The Shining, also The Stand. Needless Things. Yeah, that was a good one. I don't think I read Thinner or Mr. Mercedes. Blue Black, I wanted to comment so many things on your last video, but I said better not. I had too much venom to spew. So that's about the toxic fandom. I don't think anyone disagrees that fandoms can be too toxic when they go after other channels. But I get the polarizing part of that discussion was the author reviewer spaces. And of course, Fit to be Read wants to, because Fit, I believe, you can speak for yourself, but you're more on the pro author commenting side. Pet Cemetery, such a wrenching explore. Yeah. Come on, purple, stay. There's this like section that's just not holding color. Okay. No, I think that looks okay with the purple, even though it's patchy. I don't know why this side is so patchy. Okay. So to the black. Yeah, I wonder if Jess is going to watch my video. I'm always a little paranoid about it. But, you know, I tagged her, and she did comment on my Instagram that she was going to see the videos or the video reactions. Never been able to get into horror books. I get creeped out. Well, that's a good point, Callis. It's not for everyone. Don't come after the goddess. I am actually bored with all this Daniel Green thing, and now that booktubers who I respect have read his novella, most of them said that it's actually quite bad. Oh, really? Because I haven't seen a bunch of videos, but the couple I've seen seem to be more on the positive end. I'm thinking his fan base and friends did him no favor. I have to be in the mood for horror, and I generally like the slow, atmospheric kind, not super bloody. My favorite horror writer, and this is not for you, Cappuccino, because you don't like the bloody ones, but it's Clive Barker. Because for one of the tag videos, I did pick talking about, usually my favorite one is a Magica, but the other one I really like is Weave World. And they're almost contemporary fantasies more than straight out and out horror, traditional horrors. Because there's a lot of magic and traveling to other worlds or other dimensions. Weave World is about there's a certain class of magicians on Earth called seers who, and I should reread the book, but I think it was to avoid persecution or something, they created this tapestry that they hid a lot of their magic in, which is thus Weave World. But there's such interesting villains in that story. Trying to blend these colors now. I don't know why this side is so patchy here. Okay, so tend to like trashier types of horrors, the sort of books mentioned in Paperbacks from Hell. I have a soft spot. Who wrote Titus Crow? But he wrote these like, he's like he does like Lovecraftian stories, but he wrote a whole bunch of these Lumley, Brian Lumley. He's kind of a trashy horror writer that I like, but I don't really talk about much. Hyperion. I'm pretty sure I've read Hyperion. I want that makeup. What does she have? Better makeup than me. Oh, that's so cute. I really don't, Sasha. I've read all 4 of the books, really like them. Have been thinking about reread. That was maybe 15 years ago. Am I thinking of Dan Simmons? Well, there's always something to complain about with makeup. Like last week, I thought it was looking good until I looked at the pictures and I was like, what did I do with my nose contour? It was crazy. Come on, purple stick. Okay, well, that's how it's going to look. So maybe I'll go ahead and do the gold again. Because gold and purple always go together. Where's my... Just cleaning a brush. No, I haven't even heard of Mythago Wood. Is that the name of a book or an author? What a great name, Mythago, if that's his first name. Hyperion Cantos. I don't think I've heard of that book. Mythago Wood is the title. That sounds up my alley. I'd like it if it was the name of the author. Yeah. This is a lot. I wonder if I should have put a white underneath this gold. Hopefully you guys can see that gold. I can see it. I don't know how even this is. Full disclosure, I don't even know what I'm going to film today. Didn't really have a plan. I'll just probably do a reaction video to something. If anyone knows a nice trailer to react to. Maybe I'll do another Omegle reaction. That was interesting. Oh man, these aren't even. I think if I ever do another Omegle, I'm just going to ask, what's your favorite book? Because asking for a book recommendation really confused people. Or a lot of people. Not everyone, of course. But. Ithaga Wood. Father gets obsessed with wood, disappears. Eldest son looks for him, disappears. Brother goes into the wood. So I guess this is a horror about. My mind immediately went to The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or some other going to other worlds. Ex beings from mythologies. Oh, okay. Various forms of Guinevere. That sounds high concept. Okay. Old stock. Not sure any more high ranked books in order. I didn't like them all, but there was also some kind of weird things. I didn't love the transition from father figure to lover. That was weird. Okay. I'm getting kind of excited about that Wheel of Time series coming out. Because that is such a massive, I mean, it's bigger than Game of Thrones, story-wise. Oh, wait, I should put purple down below. Oh, I forgot to do that. Okay, hold on. I like that eye thing that I've been doing. But I should put. Okay, this may be a crazy look today. I think it might be the lighting I have. This side is lit a little harsher than the other side. Anyway, Wheel of Time. Could be the next Game of Thrones, I think. Unless they do it terribly. Like you guys saw that. I don't know if you saw my reaction to the Wheel of Time promo that had like 1/2 hour episode that was so bad it was embarrassing. Can't believe they even released it. They had the gall to release it. And it was funny because I kept thinking I was watching the prologue, but it was actually, it's like, I wonder when this long prologue is going to end, but it was in this show. Made no sense for Wheel of Time. Okay, let's fill this in. Yeah, Kayla, I reacted to the trailer for Shadow and Bone. So I haven't read the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I did read Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, which I liked, but I mean, I'm going to watch it. I don't know if I'm going to read the trilogy, though. I hate that so many good classic sci-fi and fantasy books seem to have been forgotten. Yeah. Well, people don't care because I've done videos on older books and people don't seem to watch them. Mythology retellings and adaptations go directly to my never-ending TBR. Yay. I love classic sci-fi fantasy, and there are so many I haven't read, so any suggestions are welcome. Blue Black, have you read either John Wyndham or John Christopher? I haven't read John Christopher. I like John Wyndham. Oh, classic British sci-fi, the best. Fit to be read. Goddess, I don't remember if you mentioned in your June review, but are you? Oh, I'm absolutely looking forward to June. Absolutely. A big budget without a avant-garde director like David Lynch would be a breath of fresh air. And I did see the sci-fi miniseries, and I wasn't that impressed with that. It was like early 2000s. What did the one I reviewed was not an official trailer for Shadow and Bone? Maybe I'll react to the second trailer. I will look into them. Who's that? Do you like Alistair Reynolds? Why is that name so familiar? That's Philip K. Dick, of course. The Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which was the basis for Blade Runner. Oh, Amazon did another Philip K. Dick, talking about adaptations. There was this one really weird adaptation. I think it was with Keanu Reeves, but it was with this technique, this animation technique called kinescope or something. That was a bizarre movie, talking about avant-garde. But anyway, Amazon did a retelling called, not a retelling, but an alternate history called The Man in the High Castle. And I really did enjoy that a lot. I know a lot of people thought it was really slow. So full disclosure, it could be slow for you. But that one's a alternate history of what if America lost World War II. And America is divided into two sections. One, the East Coast controlled by the Nazi Germany, and the West Coast controlled by the Japanese Empire. And it took place circa, I think, the 1960s, which is when the book was published. Oh, I missed a lot of conversation. Welsh author, House of the Suns. Have not read that. I love H.G. Wells too. Yeah. A lot more than Jules Verne. And then there's here's that other one. H. Rider Haggard wrote She. He's like, I think, in that time period too. Le Guin is great classic fantasy and sci-fi writer. Agreed. I'm currently reading Androids. Kayla, I matched, and it was okay, good. I'm because Kayla, a lot of people I've talked to that saw it said, oh, it was so boring because it was so slow moving. Just finished recently Androids. Yes, love Octavia Butler. Oh, Philip Jose Farmer. He wrote those. What was it called? The one where you wake up in the afterlife and you're on the river. I want to say River Run. That's wrong. River World. Yeah, I like him too. Ray Bradbury is a classic. Love Kindred, Ray Bradbury. Yeah, Blue Black, I can kind of see that. His writing's a little dreamy. If that makes sense. And sometimes you just want something a little more clearer, crisper. Yes, love Niven and Clark. Yeah. I was really big into Niven in like high school. Yeah, they're excellent. Their prose is just so excellent. Oh, how about, it's not really classic. Well, maybe. Gene Wolfe, he's considered like one of the preeminent literary science fiction writers. He wrote, oh God, The Claw and the Executioner, The Shadow and my memory. But the books of the Long Sun, books of the Short Sun. But if you like that type of literary writing, he's up there with them. I think. These eyes are not even at all. Okay. We're just going to forge ahead, as they say. There's my white. There we are. Wasn't a big hat. Oh, really? I like Childhood's End a lot. Shadow and Bone gave more details about the plot, so it might be interesting to react to. Thank you, Kayla. Yeah, maybe I think I'll do that today. We did it 70 years ago. It wasn't written 70 years ago, Fit. Or was it? Oh my God, has it been written? Childhood's End. Maybe it was written 70 years ago. Jeez. Okay. Riverworld, Philip is a farmer and the Barnstormer of Oz, about Dorothy's adult son going to Oz. I haven't read that one. But the name sounds familiar, Barnstormer of Oz. Oh, also another author I like, sort of in that vein, is John Varley. Wrote Gaia. Millennium is interesting time paradox book, but the Gaia series was really good, about people going to Triton. Corafor is on my list of anything they write. I haven't actually read a Corafor. I like books that revisit Oz. Now, I don't know about that book, but Philip Jose Farmer can veer into erotica, if you don't mind that. I don't know about that book. Or Sucker for Oz Reimaginings. Oh, those were so good. Gregor Maguire. It's another one of those literary writers that they don't shelve in science fiction or fantasy, even though they are science fiction or fantasy, which kind of annoys me. But yeah, I really enjoyed his Oz series, and I think I picked up one. Did he do a Cinderella? Yeah, but I only recommend the Oz books because I did like those a lot. Wicked, yeah. Which, of course, was made into that famous play. I tell you, when the play or the musical Wicked came out, I was kind of shocked because I had read the book and I was like, they're making that into a musical? How is that going to work? Because the books are totally different than the musical storyline. Well, I mean, it follows some of the basic premises, but the writing and atmosphere is certainly different. And the ending's certainly different. I love Wicked to be, see that play as a musical. I mean, TV music, I mean, musical film version. Like Into the Woods. I thought that was sort of a fun movie. Okie dokie. Okay, now I'm going to have that dividing color. I'm thinking orange to go with the purple and the gold. I guess I could, I don't think blue would, well, blue would actually match the eyebrows. Maybe that's what I should do. Tie in the eyebrows. Son of a Witch was pretty strong too, but that ending. I don't remember the ending, but there. Yeah, the musical was fun. I love Into the Woods. I think it is my favorite Sondheim. But fairy tales, of course. And Sondheim just turns them all inside out and upside down. Yeah. I plan to reread J.G. Ballard when I read his Drowned World, but I was shocked how racist it was. The name J.G. Ballard is really familiar to me, but I can't think of if I've ever read anything by that person. Yeah, doesn't it suck? You have memories of something, or you just don't expect this racism to rear its head. I think I'm just going to go with orange. Yeah. Okay, now. running out of brushes. My black. Okay. Let's get some white. Sorry about this, just getting into this. Trying to fade these colors. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it like this. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see. Currently doing my 11th review. You love Dune. I loved Dune so much too when I was growing up. And I remember memorizing Fear is the Mind Killer little litany to say to myself as a little mantra. 11-3, 10-3, wait. Yeah, I'm hoping I have high hopes for the movie adaptation. Oh, you enjoyed the Sci-Fi Channel adaptation? I was kind of, yeah. J.G. Ballard was in Japanese POW camp as a boy. Oh, they made a movie about Empire. Oh, okay. And it was racist? That's not good. Yeah. As you know, my mother was in the Japanese relocation camps. What have I done? things got really messy up here. Okay. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. Whew. Okay. Sadly, have to pop it. Oh, thank you for joining us, Fit to be Read. Hope you enjoy Home Depot. Thank you. Okie doke. Okay, I'm just going to take this off. Okay, I'm going to apply a little more of this blush that I just removed. And I think I'm going to try. I think next time I get foundation, I'm going to have to go with a darker color. Every week it just seems to get brighter and lighter. Okay. I wanted to read some of the John Christopher books, but some of them are hard to get. I did reread Death of Grass, and I might get the Tripod books. I don't know John Christopher. Oh, Tad, I love Tad Williams. He started with a, what do you call it? Like Watership Down and Hollow Kingdom, where the main character is an animal. Anyway, he started with a cat book called Tail Chasers Song. Yeah. And which was fun. But then he wrote some really good, was it the Green Tower series? That was really good. I thought it was a really good fantasy series. Pretty traditional. And then he wrote this science fiction virtual reality series, Otherland, that just went on forever. I mean, I liked it and I read them all, but I thought the series was a little long. Yeah. Yeah, Cappuccino, we're talking about the same thing with Tad Williams. Sounds like I should. A cat protagonist. Yeah. Otherworld, yes. And I like that because the premise of that was that immortals in the future, you could download yourself into a computer, and that was your way to immortality. So it was only available to the very, very rich and powerful. And but they can each create their own virtual world. Like one of the virtual worlds was based on Gormenghast. So there's like a lot of these fantasy tropes or these other tropes within the other world that you could travel through. Yeah, I haven't thought about that in a while. Thank you, Cappuccino. Yes, a virtual Oz. There you go. Is that why you read it? I'm just going to jump into lips, I think. Yep. Okay. Oh, I hate doing lips. I told you today that I hate doing lips. Oh, he has another epic Santa. Yeah, I started reading it, Cappuccino. It's about Faye, I think. But it's like I read the first one, or am I thinking the right book? I read the first one, but then I waited so long that I missed the second one, and I just lost track of them. It's just one of those dangers about getting a series at the first book. It's sometimes if you lose track of it, you've completely forgotten what the first book was about. So, and then I started questioning myself. Well, did I read the first and second book? Should I? And then you get confused about where you should even pick it up from. I could not read all the books I wanted to, even if I had 10 lifetimes. All the fairy tale and mythology adaptations. There you go. Ooh, how did this get so messed up? I'm really screwing up these lips. So Cappuccino, we were talking about Silver Metal Lover by Tanith Lee. She wrote a lot of fairy tale adaptations. I guess I'm doing a purple lip. I don't think I'm crazy about this look today. Of course, when am I ever? It's always something. I need something. I am going to have to do a little touch up. Hope you are enjoying watching paint dry. Nice brush. Mm. Oh, what do you think? Okay. I have 1,000 ships already on my list. I think that is where I will start with her. Why does that sound familiar? Is it on? Marshva made it to the live stream. Life has been so hectic. Glad you are here. 1,000 ships. Song of Siren by Nicholas Kotar. Oh, Russian myths. Also, C.J. Cherry did a book on, it was just Russian-inspired folktale. Rusalka, Rus something. It's fantasy. Did not continue the series. The only Slavic mystery are the chain-smoking gods in American Gods by Neil Gaiman. Rainbow Serpent, found it so sweet. I've heard of that, have not read it. Oh, it's an Aboriginal mythology. The Girl Who Speaks Bear. See, if there's a series out and I'm into it, I'll just continue on the series. What trips me up is when there's just, the whole series isn't published yet. But if there's a series out and it's there, I'll go through the whole thing. Speaking of Aboriginal stories, there was something on some HBO or Showtime or something. Clever Man. I don't know if you've heard of that one, Lynette, but I was wondering if that was based on a book. And that was another one where like the first season or two was really good, but then kind of went off the rails. There's also a culture that I know nothing about, so I wouldn't know if it's offensive in any way. I don't think so, though, because I believe the actors were Aboriginal. Winter Witch Trilogy. Have not read that, but makes me think of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Oh, I should put some. I should give my lips an ombre effect. Okay, so eyelashes. My girlfriend is reading American Gods and she won't let me listen to it until she's done so I don't ruin her timestamp. Another series I've not finished is a series that starts with Senlin Ascends. Huge Tower World. Don't know that one. One down. These are like old lashes. These are really old. I think I may need to get more of this glue stuff. It's like all drying out. Oh man, as usual, I'm making a mess. Oh boy. Yeah, I liked American Gods too. Fantastic, thank you. I hated Odin. I think you were kind of supposed to hate Odin. Oh, it's original concept, not based on a book. Thank you. I think it'd be a good book, though. Okay. I have this big chunky necklace. And I decided to go with the pink hair today. Oops. Thank you. There's this, it's like it's called Albolene, which is this clear, goopy stuff that's pretty cheap, but you can put that on. And then I have like this micro cloth to take off the makeup, and it does pretty good job. The wig. The wig with the lashes does change the look a lot. First, I'm going to have to look back on this conversation, make sure. I see what series you guys are talking about. Okay, so I think this is the completed look for today. I don't know what I think about these colored eyebrows. They're kind of a pain in the butt and messy to put on. And everything seems a little lopsided to me, but you probably can't tell because I am looking at things like this close, and you guys probably see something else. I hope. And my skin looks gray today, not white. See, how long have we been here? An hour and a half. Oh, did you remind you of Cher? I used to think her song "Half Breed" was about me. Okay, guys, I'm going to try to film something, and thank you for coming as usual. Hope you like the look. We'll see how it is. And yeah, I think the lighting does change things a lot. And I wonder if this, hold on. I wonder if this yellow-black background changes things. Let me, no, I still look gray. Didn't help. Oh, who knows? Oh, thank you, Marshma. Okay, well, I'm going to head out, and I'm going to do the couple videos. Don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll probably look up that, who was it, Kayla? The second Shadow and Bones trailer. Oh, you like the eyeliner? The purple and pink. Okay, guys, thank you. See you again next week. I